How y'all doing out there? I'm Maxx Pain, and I feel real good because I just been narrativized by Tasha on the Narrative Club.
Welcome back to the Narrative Club. On today's episode, I have none other than film director, writer, producer, actor, rapper, beat maker, producer. He does t-shirt company, Maxx Pain. Welcome back to the Narrative Club, Max.
How you doing, Tasha?
I'm good. I'm good. How you been doing?
I've been doing real good. It feels good to be here.
It's great to have you here. For people that don't know, Max wrote, produced, directed My Hittas 1 and 2. And he got some more stuff working on, right? What you got working on?
I'm working on a music movie called The Noise in Music. It's like a clash of, like, I would say, poetic justice, love and basketball, and empire. It's a music-based movie. You know what I mean? It's a romance between the lead, the girl and the guy in the movie. They two leads or whatnot. I played the producer and artist who find the girl and turn her into some stuff. And my family got like a musical background in it, so it's real like true to a lot how I came up as a musician, other than my family being music, because nobody in my family do music other than me. You know.
Okay. And when you, because I first started My Hittas, Max is another person I can honestly say I didn't know till I watched this production. And ever since I watched this production and called him out and we talked about it, and when it was just us without a camera and us just going through the whole production. And we actually became family after then. We've been doing a couple of basketball tournaments between Moolah Films and Best Around Films.
Yeah, we won the last one.
And we won the one before then. We beat them by more before the end.
Yeah, but you know the latest is the greatest. Y'all always know that.
But the most points is the greatest. the highest the number.
What's cool is we ready for that improv challenge. I've been talking to my actors too. We ready for that.
Okay, Moolah Films.
You just on camera too, so you see I'm challenging y'all on camera.
Because everybody know I send the T before I send anybody. Best Around Films wants to have an impromptu challenge with Moolah Film actors against their actors on cue and prompt. They don't want no problems with me, so they're gonna win. Already. So Murder, Shamar, Lance, Sino, J. Will, Thomas, Deb, Eb, all y'all lace up y'all boots. They ain't ready for y'all. We put that out there on camera. Every time me and Matt get on camera, we argue. You know, it's like he a Capricorn. He's same sign as Shamar. Me and Shamar argue. Max is another one who films the project, y'all, and he's every part of that project.
The writer, the director, I was the lights.
The main character. Because in My Hittas, you the main character.
Yeah.
Which My Hittas is one of those hood movies I could follow along so well. I was like, I didn't like some of the locations, but I followed the storyline so well. I like the when you threw in the butcher and he had to craze himself out, but he played the role. So I mean, to the point you thought that was him in real life. Like, so when I actually got the opportunity to meet him, I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with your eyes. Like, ain't nothing wrong with your speech and nothing like that. And it's like, and then, you know, I love Rico, of course. Rico was good.
Yeah, he's good.
You might have a chance to go against somebody, probably one of the new ones with Rico. But hey, with Rico, because Rico.
We coming at the top dogs. I'm coming at Shamar, Murder. You know, I do this now. You know, I've been acting since I was like 5 years old. So I want y'all to know that. So I ain't no newbie saying
you don't want that work.
I got that work. And they only see my range check. You only got a couple movies right now. I got about 7, 8 short films. They probably need to look at and see that. Oh, he do everything.
They still ain't gonna be scared. I don't care if they
like Shamar's sweet though. I ain't gonna lie. Shamar's a dope actor. Like you already know. I talked to you about Shamar.
And Max, you sweet, but I don't see y'all taking that trophy home.
You just ain't really seeing all my actors like the chops that they got. I gotta give them a little more stuff. You know, y'all got a lot of films. Y'all got a lot of stuff people can see. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, different sides and stuff like that.
These are some different sides, but you do your thing. You know, how did you come up with your storyline for My Hittas?
A lot of it was a lot of true stuff as far as like family. You got people in your family who in the streets and stuff like that. So a lot of it was like stories from my family, and I just took like a Quentin Tarantino feel with it.
I was just about to say, because you put an ultimate spin on it, because it's like you don't see too many movies where urban movie where they put a hitman, like it was like a hitman nobody knew, like he was just. I'm trying to think, like Taken, like nobody knew that this is what he did till it's over and done. He like, well, my daddy actually been training me for this, because I knew what was going on. Y'all just didn't know that I was trained to kill.
It was almost in the sense I was made it like how people look at it when you play football, like you're a football star, and you want your kid to be that football star, so you training them up to be that, and they have no interest at all in being that. So that was kind of like in the sense of what I wanted to paint for that character, like. He's building me up to be something. I don't even know what he built me up to be. So then when he passed away and he passed the business to me, this is what he wanted me to be all along. So it's almost like sick, like that. You wanted your son to be this killer running this organization full of killers. Like, why would you want that for him? You know what I mean? But in the story you see in part 3, it comes along, you kind of see why he was doing what he was doing.
Part 3?
Yeah, I am gonna do a part 3. Even though the butcher, the character, my cousin, he passed away. And it's gonna be so hard doing that, you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be missing that.
Yeah.
Because he, great asset to the team. He know his stuff though. That's like we at the honors of hosting and judging with him with the music. I'm like he does. He ain't that good basketball player, but.
Yeah, he ain't play no basketball.
No, he told me he dressed up. He did. He came in gear.
When Shamar was talking that football stuff, though, you hear me? Because Shamar was talking to me about a football game. I was like, Shamar, I don't know if you want to do that. I was all-city, all-state football player. My cousin was an all-city football player. We got a lot of all-city, all-staters who went to college off this. Like, I don't know if you want to do that. Like, we really played the game. Like,
he did too. He played for Chassis.
I know he did.
But,
you got to think. I went to Chassis. That's where I met Murder and Tail at.
Okay.
When I was in 9th grade. They was upper class and skipping and shit. Tail used to be like, come on, man, come with us. And Cuz Oliver was like, no, don't go with them boys. They ain't doing that. They ain't doing shit. He like, man, you can come with us. Because, Tail used to gamble with my cousins, Chubb and them in the neighborhood. So that's how I knew them. I knew them before I even went to school. So just seeing them,
And seeing them, like I said, you see how competitive he is, narratives. He wanted to just try everything. Like, Shamar played football, and we ain't gonna lie, Shamar went down. He like, y'all gonna leave her. He ain't gonna leave her. He all tidy. He might run through y'all bulldozer. But he gonna tell you let's play chess. He's like, anything you bring his way. Cause did Shamar and Murder play basketball?
No, they ain't playing. Oh, Shamar played in the game.
The second time?
Yeah.
Okay, the first time they didn't play. We was in production. Give and take. I'm like, well, no, I had a team.
You had a good team.
I had a good team.
A lot of players I've seen that wasn't in the movie, but it was.
He said, no. How it goes is you're part of the production. Like now, if we have a tournament now and y'all say, like you say, well, my production group, they want to play ball, they playing ball.
Yeah.
It's for a good cause. We don't play ball just for competition either. We play ball, and when we doing this is to give back to the community. We have hot dog giveaways. We give out the food. What was the Easter basket? The 1 year it was school supplies. The year
Yeah, that was real nice.
We do it for the kids in the community. We go back to the Boys and Girls Club over there in Southwest off McGraw, right?
Yeah.
Off McGraw. So we go over there and we do it for the community, because if it wasn't for the community, we want to be able to do what we all do as far as filmmaking. So you would be able to put out a My Hittas 1, a My Hittas 2, a My Hittas 3, or Sound and Noise.
The noise and music.
The noise and music. Which, the noise and music, I'm really excited about, because like I told you before, I think Detroit needs a hip-hop music movie, because that's something else we're known for is our music. And right now, you got Sada Baby, you got T Grizzly, Hella is making beats for everybody. You got the Cash Out Doughboys, Ice Wear Vezo, who movies dropped today. So it's like,
what's the name of that movie?
Price of Love.
Oh, that's
it come out in Imagine tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight and tomorrow. Yeah. 5th and 6th. Yeah, it come out tonight and tomorrow.
I like the trailer.
Yeah, it's at Imagine Theater. It's like when you have that. So to incorporate, go ahead and drop that film and into the music. We can't do nothing. Another thumbs up, another win for the city. So it's like, and that's what everybody don't realize. Like, Like we work together, like Moolah Films and Restaurant work together. We do projects together. We come from the same hood. And I always tell people like when they sit down, like, okay, this table is for everybody. It's just not, for one person to sit around and do it because we're doing it for the community, we're doing it for the whole city. And that's what they're not getting. Like, okay, you can easily say, hey, we can do a whole basketball tournament and bring the kids out, or you doing a production. I always be like, if you need something, just let me know. We'll come through, we'll support. And it's vice versa. So like when My Hittas, I didn't see My Hittas 1 at the theater. I came and saw My Hittas 2. And if we have it open to when you drop your new one, if we have a premiere at the theater, I'll definitely come out and support that too. So it's like that's just what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Like Detroit is we not big. You know what I'm saying? We small and we just want to stay on the map. We done made it to the map. Let's just keep it stamped and keep it settled and keep it going. So that's why I always be excited about it when I'll be like, when Maxx called first, like, I'm working this, I just told him, I said, he like to do everything by himself. So when I told him I wanted to bring my director, he was like, all right, I'll call you, ain't calling back about this shit. Hey, and this is my director, so look, you know he good.
Hey, look, it ain't gotta, it just be more so like.
He like to have control.
Yeah, it's a control thing, I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's more so a vision. It ain't the control, it's more vision than control.
But you know you can breathe a vision into somebody. You can like tell them your vision. And once you open up to letting another person step in and help you, trust me, you're gonna be able to get them extra 2 hours of sleep that you need.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel so much better, especially if it's somebody that I wouldn't give you nobody that I ain't gonna trust in the process. Like you giving them what you got, you giving them your baby, and you sit back and you watch it without being antsy about it. Cause I mean, you did good with your film, so I ain't gonna say like you need a director, but I can see the exhaustion on your face. When you told me, yeah, they fired me because they called me sleep in the closet.
Yeah, lost my job.
He's like, I ain't worked in years and went and got a job and got fired because I was trying to get the production done. And we was just talking about budgets. Like with the budget, I said, hell, I had one, so I get the makeup on. I said, like, hey, this is what, because he's talking about like a budget. If you got a $200 budget, stick within your budget, you got a $5, you have to just make adjustments. Mm-hmm. So it's like eating with yours, and I was like, how the hell y'all film at a Burger King?
I mean, my thing was not trying to catch the Burger King sign.
You caught the whole Burger King sign. I
know, because it was the camera, how it was moving. It was a lot of action. It was a lot of shooting in that scene. So
yes, you saw My Hittas 2, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And My Hittas 2, I'm gonna say if y'all looking like who she talking to? Camera guy. Oh, the action. And when I say it was action packed, and even though we got like a lot of urban hood movies here, people don't give you that action like that. I mean, you talking about shooting, good lord, gun play, killing. It was like boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I was like, cause I was sitting in the theater like, damn, where you get these cameras from? Cause it was like the zone, because you was like zoomed, like into every action, and then the final scene, the shootout in the garage. Now I'm sitting here thinking like, hell, you did. But now you did have some good ones in too. Yeah. You did have some good actors in too.
When we was in what was that? The boats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like action filled straight drama. Now, what I can say, because if I give you all that good, I gotta go and give you that. Your sex scene sucks. Your sex scenes is like, I honestly would say it's the worst ones. But once again, because you throw yourself on in there like let me go ahead and do this.
But it wasn't more so like wasn't supposed to be a lovey-dovey. Mm-hmm. I'm into it and everybody supposed to. It was supposed to be what it was as far as like me just high, drunk. You know what I mean? I was drunk at the time in that scene, and I wanted to be like just more so thinking about all the stuff that was going on, so you see that the shit is on my mind. And if you've seen it beforehand, I asked my sister a couple of times. That's just it.
Yeah, probably one that one too.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's it. Well, Rico, right? Girl, come on, right?
No, you.
I only had one in part one. One part two.
That was two.
Yeah.
What they had one?
Yeah, part one was when Rico raped his girl in the kitchen.
Rico can't do no wrong, so I don't remember him raping nobody in the kitchen.
Yeah, he raped the girl.
Rico can't do no wrong. Like, he can't. Like, Rico can't do. Rico, you can't do no wrong in my eyes. Like, you just can't. He can't. I've been speaking highly at him from day one. I'm like, the role he played was just it. Like I said, this must be and that's even his name. What the hell is his name? Gerald
Andrews.
Yeah, like I call him Rico. Like if I see him on the street, I call him Rico. And it was weird because at the theater I met him. Though he was trying to get back, but he was so polite. And I was thinking like he ain't no thug in real life because he played the killer so good. Like
I mean, I ain't gonna say he one of the people he can cut on. You know what I'm saying?
if he need to be.
Oh, he can cut on.
But he can cut on his character. I mean, listen. Come on over, Rico. I got you.
Yeah, like
come on,
my
Rico.
dog ready too. Like I just was hitting him up the other day. He been working. He back working and stuff again. He really want to do movies.
Is he into the music too?
He do music. He like the music. He love acting. He want to do acting.
Now, one thing I love about Maxx, because I was able, like, I acting good, but when we actually sat and saw you perform on stage, Shamar was like, is he singing too? I said, he don't see to amaze me what he pull out when he get to do, like, he produces beats, he write the music. Even when I seen you do the video the other day, I said, hey, he dancing. I said, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I was always like meant to be like a star. Cause even if like everything I ever did, like it's probably nothing I don't know how to do. Like I knew how to play hockey, basketball, football, baseball. I was good at everything though. I wasn't like normal, like soccer. I was better than everybody at everything. So when I came into the movie stuff, my homeboy was doing movies first. His name Cortez Barron. That's what I was telling you about the comedian. Mm-hmm. He had some stuff he was doing, and he was like, "Come on to my acting classes, man, and just come soak it in. I know you did this before, so I came and was soaking it in." I was like, "Man, I'm about to do this movie because I already had My Hittas, the idea of it years prior. I was like, man, I can take my uncles and what they did and turn it into a movie." So seeing him on that set, just seeing him doing it, it was like a series he was doing. They never finished it, but I seen enough of it to see like.
That's what you want to do.
I could do this right here, and I like it because when we would do the improv before sets, people would get all into my acting. You know what I mean? I would act, we do the improv. They're like, "Man, you can really act." I'm like, "Yeah, man. Like, I should really like get off into this." And when I was told, "Corey, I'm gonna do this movie," he was like, "Man, it's hard doing this, man. I don't know if you can do no movie. You're gonna need a whole crew." And I'm like, "Well, shit, I can have you help. I'm working on this. I can't, you know." I'm just gonna do it by myself.
And see, when you step out, that's what I feel like you plan it out and you figure out whether it take you day or night, and that's what we were just talking about on the earlier one. It's not about like everybody want to do it, or it sucked, or it wasn't good, it was a bad production. It's about finishing and getting it done. Like when I go see a movie, I'll call Maxx like and tell him like that movie was trash. Cause we got that next like something like, did you see it? We can talk like that, yeah. And like cause you respect the opinion and like okay, cause you know like okay, gosh, you're a real critic. You watch it.
And I go watch the movies after she give her opinion on it if I haven't seen it. Like, damn, let me go watch that to see if I get the same, you know.
He'll call me back. I couldn't even get into it. I couldn't even watch it. Like 10 minutes in, like oh she right. Let me just go ahead and cut it up. And it's like, and it's not even that. Whether we couldn't get into it in 10 minutes or whether we didn't like it, we still be proud of them because they finished the project.
Period.
Like people don't understand like it's not easy. That's why I'm looking like you said with My Hittas, you like, oh, you want to review? Like, come on. And then when you made it too, I'm looking like, and you finished too. Like, I don't care how the outcome is. I'm just excited because you know you started something that you believed in and you finished it. Yeah. Like everybody don't do that. Then you have your own soundtrack. Like that's the dopest shit ever. Like Maxx like, hey, D, I own the rights to all this music.
And I did that off of seeing Prince and Master P, just a bunch of guys who brought out movies. T.I. brought out movies and they made the movie their soundtrack, like their own personal albums, and they had a lot of success from those albums. I had already knew in my mind I'm doing that. As soon as I do this movie, however I'm doing it, I'm doing all the music in the movie, and I won't have to worry about getting licenses from artists and stuff like that from when I'm putting it on different platforms. So I'm like, I ain't gotta worry about that. I do the beats and stuff already and everything, so I ain't gotta worry about it. And that's exactly what I did. You know what I'm saying?
And it does keep down a lot of confusion when it comes to YouTube and Amazon and all that kind of things, because if you're already on your own copyrights to your own music, there's none of the flagging that you have to worry about. So, which is an even bigger bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I have a question I have to ask everybody, which would be pretty like, you had to take one of your favorite movies and remake it. What movie would you do? Honestly, remake it.
One of my favorite movies, I would redo Reservoir Dogs. I want to redo Reservoir Dogs. You ain't never seen Reservoir Dogs? Y'all seen Reservoir Dogs? I know y'all seen Reservoir Dogs.
What is it about? Like, look at everybody. I'm like, I'm lost now.
She ain't never seen Reservoir Dogs.
You gotta send it to me and text so I can see it.
Whoa, that's a classic. No, it's white. It's white. With this one being a music movie coming to Noise and Music, it's a different vibe. So I still got a lot of drama. It's a lot of drama and shit that's feel in it. So you still gonna get that feel. It is action. It start off with some action. You know what I mean? To give you that feel of how I want the story to go. But the music is so intense in it. This is where I really get to show like how good I am as a writer and a producer. Because this soundtrack ain't just me. This is a joint project with me and the girl that's in it. Her name Honey Love, a singer that I signed to my imprint. She the lead in the movie, but she's super dope. She from Mississippi and she got that little southern accent, you know what I mean? She's super dope. And in the movie, the girl's from Mississippi and she moves to Detroit. So it was like, God, it's like he's shaping stuff up for you so scandalously to make it come out like exactly how you want it. That's how I feel like Rico. Everything fell into place in my head because Champ was supposed to be Rico. Champ was supposed to be Rico.
Was Champ in part one?
Nope.
And he did good in part two. He did good for the role he played for. I mean, he just surprisingly, he did good too.
Yeah.
Because I had already met him. I'm like, Champ is another one.
I think if it was another director, he wouldn't did as good. I think because of how comfortable he is with me and how I made
He know what you want.
Yeah. He knew exactly how I wanted it to be.
He did phenomenal. Like, he did in his, person he was partnered with.
Yeah. He a good actor. That's why I say y'all gonna have to trouble. Like,
No, we're not.
you gonna have to trouble with this
No, no.
Like, listen, that's Bossy. Bossy is a real good actor. He played in part two too, that he died in the end of the Marine. When he was like, yeah, when he was coming up with the cop. Yeah. Y'all might have some problems with the Emperor, though. I'm telling you, I got some actors. Oh yeah. But it's good.
Let him drink and smoke, we good.
It's a good thing for my actors though, because they get to, it's gonna be a good thing.
It's an experience. Yeah. It's an experience because it doesn't matter where you at in life. A baby can teach you something.
Yeah.
So it's like you literally, because I just saw, have you seen Turn of the Cheek yet? Turn of the Cheek.
What's that?
That faith-based movie I talk about all the time, Turn of the Cheeks. It's a little boy there. And he had the line that he had to keep repeating, he stayed on cue with it. And it was like, he was a kid though. I mean, a kid. I don't know how old he is, but I was so impressed because I'm looking like, he keeping up better than some grown-up do, keeping up with the same saying. I don't know how many takes they had to do, but it just came off of camera. He did a phenomenal job. So I know if a kids can teach you anything. Kids can have you on point, on cue. And I know sometimes it's a little challenging working with kids, on set. But I know I run set, like, you just make sure you got to rehearse with them so you can get that bond with them.
I work good with kids.
Because this is what they want to do. So it's like you got to keep that bond with them and stuff like that. I'm looking like, but it'd be the best thing. You never know who you can learn from. Or just learn, like, you may want a grittiness. Or like Rico, he a whole animal. You know what I'm saying? So he's a whole animal on set. So it's like you put him in there, you're like, okay, I can match this up. Plus you like, okay, I want to go against Big Dog. This is where it's at, let's go against Big Dog.
I feel like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel like I'm the best director in this whole city. Let me tell you why. Because
I have the best director.
Let me tell you why I'm the best director in the city, right?
Why?
Not in the city, that's being too vague. I'm the best director probably in this side of the equator. Let me tell you why.
Because what side of the equator?
this side of the equator, whatever side we on. I don't know if this is north or whatever. We on this side of the equator that Detroit sit on. I'm on this side.
So what numbers you basing this off of?
Let me. No, I ain't no numbers wise. I got top 20 movie on Tubi in the country. Like y'all number one. I'm number 17, 16, something like that. So I'm just saying, like.
This is why I love Max cocky ass dog.
Look, like, because ain't too many directors who directing the actors will act it out for the actor the way that they need to act it out. See, a lot of directors just giving direction. I'm acting it out for the actor and showing him the emotion and how he's supposed to look or she's supposed to look in the scene. I'm walking it out. I'm showing them the body language, where they're supposed to be, where they start. Which we go over all this when we going through the walkthroughs and stuff like that, but to see your director doing that and showing you that and saying like,
well, you can easily, not to cut you up, but you can easily say that because you only on your set. You don't know what the other director's doing.
no, I'm just saying.
Have I been on your set? I ain't been on your set.
No, you ain't. I need you on this one.
Yeah, I'll come on your set, but if I come on your set, I'm like, I could bad be different. Cause I could get a director, what we call him, so he can show you what he
I'm
doing.
a bad man with this direction.
But we definitely gonna be looking out for your new projects. And if y'all ain't seen My Hittas 1 and 2, please make sure you go see them. They're on all digital platforms, correct?
Yep, Tubi, TV, Amazon Prime.
You can stream his music on YouTube as well, correct?
Yeah, you can stream the music on all digital platforms, Apple, iTunes, Tidal.
Maxx Pain.
Maxx Pain, Dark Angel, and Angel Eyes, Beautiful Nightmare.
I forget you about all them different names.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for stepping into the Narrative Club. Y'all be on the lookout for Moolah Films whooping.
Best around films. I don't know about the whooping part. Look forward
You heard what I said. You heard what I said. Thank you for stepping in. As always, coming through when I need you to come through. And I can't wait to have you back. Matter of fact, we probably go on the set to see how things go. My director might have to step in and help you.
No,
You know, like
I definitely need some help. Come on.
you know, like, makes sense. You have to step and help you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for stepping into the Narrative Club.
I appreciate y'all. Peace.